Welcome back to the Backend of Business podcast with me, Carly Murphy. And today we're talking about people saying, I'm no good at tech. I'm not a tech person. It gives me a tech headache. And there's so many people in my world that come to me because they feel like they're not good at tech. And some people really do want to learn how to do it themselves. There's different people out there. I've got clients that don't want to do it themselves. They don't want no idea how to do it, and they're happy for me to deal with it. There is people out there that can do it themselves and no longer need to do it themselves, so they can delegate out their tech. And then there's people out there that do want to know how to do it, and they'll come to me and say, Carly, I built this and I don't know how to do this bit. I'm stuck on this bit. How do I add this in? I'm wanting to build a website. One I had today, I wanted to build a website with a checkout where I can do customization. Where do I do that? I tell them where they need to do it, where they can do that option. So I decided to create something that is coming into my world next month, into Maybell World, which is going to help support those people, the people that want to learn how to do it themselves, or they do it themselves and there's little things that are stopping them. We all have things that we want to bring into our business that gets put to the bottom of the pile because we're unsure how to do it, or we know it's going to take us so many hours and we can't get them in place. Or you're wanting things done in a certain way and you have no idea what systems you need to use, what you're going to put in place for that. So I have created a free session, 2 free sessions that I'm running in August, which I'm going to tell you about soon, but it's called Untangle Your Tech Sessions. So I wanted a way of helping and supporting people in my world that are wanting to do their own tech, but they feel a little bit tangled with that. So we're going to talk first about customer journeys, what kind of journey we need to give to your customer, and what things you can do on the way which can become automated. And I know we've covered some of these sometimes, but I wanted it in this session because there's so many people in my world that are either new to online or they're new to business and they're not quite sure what steps are needed in place to set up an automation or what is possible. So we'll look at taking your customer on this journey, and they come to your website or to your link in your bio, whatever you're using, Linktree, and the main aim is for them to buy from you. So they click on a link, and this is the idea. Now we're going to go with the journey that most people do, is they pop into your inbox and say, hi Carly, I'm interested in booking on this or becoming a retainer client. Let's go with my retainer client journey. And they're interested in becoming a retainer client, and I give them the details. I'll go on a call with them. After the call, I tell them how much it's going to be, and then they bank transfer me the details or PayPal me the details. And every month after that, they have to PayPal me the details. So I've got to chase them and send an invoice each month. And then they need a welcome pack, and the welcome pack, I've got to go into my emails and I've got to send that welcome pack, and then also send them a contract and go and rewrite it out each time, and then automatically click and manually click and send it all, and then they come into my world. Or this is how it can be done: is somebody wants to come into my world, they would go to my website and book a call with me. So they pick a date, they book a call, they get a link, I get a link, it goes in my diary, it goes in their diary. I jump on the call and do what I need to do. If they then want to buy, retain a client, I'd send them a link to my website page where it takes the payment. So it takes the payment, they get a welcome email through. In that welcome email, it contains a welcome pack and a little message and things they need to do to get started. My system then, once they've signed up, my system then creates a contract and it sends them a contract out. Depending on whatever they do, there's different contracts for different hours, but that's set up because the payment's set up for that amount of hours. So they get a contract through. Once they've signed the contract and everything, the only manual thing I do at the moment is send them an invite to my Basecamp. I can automate that, but I don't want to pay an extra for Zapier to do the 2 steps, so I'll keep on the free plan. So the only bit of automation I need to do in that whole process is send them the link to my website and then send them a link to Basecamp, which I can do it all on my phone really, really simply. And then each month their payment just comes out. It recurs every month and I don't have to chase it. There's no chasing payment, there's no going into the inbox saying, hi, just to remind you that your invoice is due this month. But if I did want to do it that way, and the system I use, Dubsado, can send them automatic invoices each month. It sends them an invoice, they go in and they either pay via the link or whatever payment method if you want them to bank transfer and things like that. But you can cut out the middleman of creating the invoice, typing it in, sending it out. So that's how a customer journey, two ways a customer journey could be. One is manual and one's automated. And there's so many people out there that want the automated way, but they're not quite sure how to do the automated way. They've created all the things and they've got two different systems, and every time somebody signs up to something, they have to go in MailerLite and add them in manually. There's ways of cutting that out, unless you do pen to paper still and you're taking emails down on a paper form. There's not many ways you can automate that. There's many ways you can automate it, but if you're still doing pen to paper, there's no ways of getting that on the system without typing it in. There's so many people out there that think they are bad at tech just because they can't put these fantastic systems together. They could if they learn how to. And that is the thing. I wanted something that could help people figure out what they needed in their business and how to help them, literally live help them. Set everything up and looking at their screen and saying, right, you need to click on this button, where other people are watching as well and going, oh my God, I want to put that in place myself. I'll watch that video again. So I have created a free live clinic. We'll call it a tech clinic, where we are going to untangle your tech live on, no, it says Zoom, but it's not Zoom, on Google Meet, and help and support you guys. So this is available on the 12th of August. It's on a Wednesday. I'm doing a 10 a.m. session and an 8 p.m. session, so hopefully everyone can get on one or the other. The steps to sign up are pop to the link in my bio or the link in the show notes. If you're watching on here, if you're watching on YouTube, you can go to the show notes there and have a look at the link. So if you're watching after this day, there is something else amazing coming, and I'm going to give you a little bit of a sneak peek as well in a second. So this is going to be a tech session where you'll see how the automation runs in real life. So you'll sign up, it'll pop up a calendar, you book the date and time you want, you'll get an email through confirming that you've booked, and the Zoom links, the Google Meet link through, and then after that, 24 hours before, you're going to get a reminder. 1 hour before, you're going to get another reminder. But what I'm going to do is, obviously I can't answer and help everybody that's on the call, but I'm going to try and put them together. So look at this, there's loads of people that need a little bit of help with MailerLite, there's people that help with Standstore, people that need help with Kartra, and answer as many as I can within the hour. Each session will be different, so I'll be answering the sessions for the AM questions on the AM, the PM on the PM. You will get access to all recordings, so you can go and watch through. I'm going to put them, use Fathom to record it, and then it'll break it down with some notes and things like that, so you can see exactly what we spoke about. And then what's coming after that, which I'll be talking about on the live, but I want to talk about on here as well, is I have a new service coming. It's a monthly subscription, and it is called Done With You. So instead of the Done For You, this is for people out there that are wanting some hand-holding, a little bit of support. They want to bring something new into the business, they're not quite sure what the next steps are. I go away. It's something that I do with my retainer clients, but obviously I go away with the team and do the work. Whereas in this is for people that are wanting to do the work themselves. So if you think that sounds amazing, because I know it does, that is going to be launched after the 12th, well, it's going to be launched on the 12th of August. It's going to be a monthly membership where the first 14 founding members, or there's 14 spaces for founding members, which is going to be £37. After that, it's going to be £47 per month. Each month, you are going to get a training. So that training is me teaching you something new that you can bring into your business. So it could be automating, it could be recurring revenue, it could be talking about a platform that I love, but it's not going to be the how to, it's going to be teaching you about growing your business in a certain area. And then on the monthly calls, you come along. There's going to be two, a 10 a.m. and an 8 p.m. again. Come along to the monthly session, which is going to run at the last week of each month. And you tell me what you need help with. You share your screen. I can log into systems if you need me to on the call that then I'm sharing and showing you exactly how you need to fix that thing. Throughout the month, you can ask tech questions. Any tech questions that get asked and I record the how-tos get put into the membership. There's already quite a few videos in there, especially around MailerLite how-tos in there. So I have kind of reuse one of my old memberships which had videos in. So repurposed, that's the word. Repurposed one of my old memberships which had some step-by-step videos in, and I knew I wanted something where I was a little bit more live, a little bit more involved than you logging in and watching videos, kind of like accountability buddy. So I get to know your business and you and your services that you've got inside out, so I can show you how you can grow your business in a way that suits you, your lifestyle, not just following what every other coach does online and thinking I need that in my life. So if you're interested, like I said, go to the show notes, pop to my Instagram bio and sign up to Untangle Your Tech. There will be limited places, probably around 30, depending on how I feel. Obviously, I just need to make sure I can cover as much as I can on those sessions because we're live for that. But if I don't answer your question on that live session, I'm looking at trying to cover all questions as much as I can in a way that gives everybody a little bit of help and support. So I'm going to love you and leave you on that note, and I will see you next week. Goodbye.